What's up, Panda family? For those of you that are quarantined in your home and have nothing else to do, let me show you a little cooking video of the food that we're gonna be eating for our mukbang video. The food that we're gonna be trying today is gonna be the Korean corn dog. And for you that don't know what it is, it's basically very similar to an American corn dog, but 10 times better. So this will be like a very quick video. It's a very simple recipe. Any of y'all can do it. So I hope you guys do try it and I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's begin. For those of you that are following along, the recipe that I'm gonna be using is double the amount that it should be because I'm cooking for a lot of people. But for those of you that don't need as many corn dogs, just take all of the ingredients that I'm sharing with you and just divide it by half, okay? So we're gonna start with 2 cups of flour. Now we're gonna do 4 teaspoons of baking powder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 1 teaspoon of salt. Now we're gonna do 4 tablespoons of sugar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 2 eggs. Last, about 1.5 cups of milk. Now it should look something like this, a big mess. And we're gonna whisk it all together. All right, after a solid 1 to 2 minutes of stirring, it's gonna look something like this. Kinda thick. You don't want it to be too thin because otherwise it won't stick on the corn dog, but you don't want it to be too thick either. This is just the right consistency right there, guys. It should look something like this. Now after we stir everything thoroughly, we're gonna go ahead and put this in the fridge for about 5 to 10 minutes just to let it cool down and thicken up a little bit more. Right, so while the dough is cooling down, we're gonna go ahead and prep the actual corn dog sticks. We went ahead and already pre-cut everything, you know, big slices of mozzarella cheese. And then we cut the hot dogs into bite size and we're gonna assemble them. And so essentially, a Korean corn dog is basically a big mozzarella stick. So we're gonna take our little hot dog, skewer it down. And for me, I think that's a good size right there. Have a little something to grab onto and decent sized meat. Take our big mozzarella stick and just go through it. And make sure when you guys cut the mozzarella stick, guys, that it's not too big, but it's not too small either. You want it a decent size like that, where it's even with the hot dog. This one looks a little bit big. There you go, that looks a lot better. And essentially that is gonna be deliciousness once it's all fried. Guys, look at all this right here. We got some that's cheese at the bottom, dog at the top. We got the opposite, dog at the bottom, cheese at the top. We got ones where just all cheese. Now, once you assemble your corn dog, you're gonna dust all of them in flour. And don't worry about having too much flour, because it helps the corn dog stick to the batter in a little bit. Just like that, guys. You coat all your corn dogs into flour, it should look something like this. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this in the refrigerator to chill for about 5 minutes as we heat up the oil. The oil is heating up. Let me tell you guys something. Go ahead and invest yourself in one of these cooking thermometers. It's gonna save your life when you're doing frying stuff. For the temperature of the oil, you want it to be anywhere from about 325 to 350 Fahrenheit. That's gonna be the optimal temperature for cooking the corn dog. If it's too cold, the cheese is gonna melt out of the batter. If it's too hot, then the batter is gonna burn before the inside gets cooked properly. So yes, get yourself one of this. I highly, highly recommend it. A little life hack. Go ahead and get your biggest, longest protein cup and put your batter in there. That way, when we stick the corn dog in, it goes all the way. And after we stick the corn dog into the batter, we're gonna roll it up in panko breadcrumbs. You can also do regular breadcrumbs as well, but I like panko. I think it tastes much better. So let's get started. Like this. twirl it around. Make sure it gets everywhere. You want that nice coating everywhere in the corn dog. Whoa, yeah. Oh, that's a beauty. That's a beauty. All right, now we're gonna put in the panko breadcrumb. Get it nice and everywhere. Yes, I'm making a mess. It's okay. Make sure it's nice and tight. And we're gonna go ahead and put this in the fryer. We got the batter at the correct temperature. And now just gotta flip it a couple of times. Make sure the batter's cooked all the way. And make sure the cheese inside melts. And we want this to be a nice golden brown. So while this is cooking, we're gonna go ahead and do the rest of the corn dogs. See you guys in a bit. Beautifully golden brown. Look how big they are. So here's the last step for the Korean corn dog, and this is what makes it Korean, is that they put sugar in their corn dog. And I know what you're thinking, sugar, why, ew, nasty. But you know, hey, don't knock it until you try it. So we got some sugar here, and we're just gonna nicely spray them on the corn dog and get them ready for the mukbang video. And you know, this is actually our first time trying this, to be quite honest with you, so I don't even know how this is gonna taste like. I'm kind of weirded out about the fact that it has sugar as well, but hey, I'm willing to try anything. So just lightly coating in sugar according to the instructions. Oh, guys, I'm so hungry. It looks so delicious. All right, now that we got our corn dogs ready, we're gonna go ahead and do the mukbang video. See you guys over there.